Are you struggling to create consistent characters in Midjourney? Do your characters look different in every scene? If so, you're not alone. Creating consistent characters in Midjourney can be challenging, but it's not impossible. In this video, we're going to teach you how to create consistent characters in Midjourney in 8 simple steps. In this video, we are going to learn: create a project with Google Docs to organize the files, develop character profiles and put them to the project, isolate character images using online tools, generate and organize character variations, craft scenes with character variations and matching backgrounds. By the end of this video, you'll be able to create characters that look the same in every scene, regardless of the pose, lighting, or background. So let's get started. Create a project. To begin, we'll access Google Docs. You can find the link in the description below. Most of you are likely familiar with it. Once you're on the main interface of Google Docs, you have 2 options. The first is to select a template to organize your files, and the second is to click blank to create a new file. I prefer starting with a blank file for my needs. The first thing we need to do is give our document a title that reflects what our project is about. For this example, let's call it Life on the Mars, of course. You can choose any title you like. Let's make it bold and center align it. There we go. To make it stand out as a heading, we can adjust the text size. Click on Normal Text and choose Heading 1. You can also customize the size as needed. Now, let's add a description. For instance, we can write, "This is our first project." It's that simple. Next, we might need to include an image in our project file. To do this, click on the Insert Image icon. Here, you have 2 reliable options. The first is to upload an image from your computer, and the second is to upload from Google Drive. For this example, I'll choose to upload from my computer. Click on it and you can upload any design or image you need. In our case, we're organizing characters and design sheets for our project. So with everything set up, let's get back to our creative journey and start creating those characters. Creating a character. Moving on to step 2, we'll start creating our character. While there are various applications for this, we'll use Google Docs to make a design sheet for now. Let's return to our Google Docs file and begin by entering the character's name. For instance, let's call her Sarah. You can also provide a brief description of her. For example, I describe Sarah as a determined young woman who adores adventures. She serves as the main character in my story, which revolves around rescuing a family farm. Let's place this description right after the main heading. You can now use Sarah as a reference in your Google Docs project as a design sheet. At this point, we're not creating an elaborate character design sheet. Instead, we're concentrating on developing one character to understand the importance of consistency in storytelling. Now let's move on to our next step, which is to create a consistent character with Midjourney. Creating a consistent character design sheet with Midjourney involves a few steps. It's a bit like making a blueprint for your character. There's no one-size-fits-all way to do this, so be ready to experiment and take your time. The main goal is to gather different character details that you can use later to make your character look different in various scenes. To start, you need a template, which is like a basic outline. Here's one you can use, but feel free to change it. I want to make a character design sheet for a boy-girl character. This character will have important feature 1, important feature 2, and important feature 3U, and important feature 3L. I want the character to look like describe the style, and I'd like to see them in different poses and expressions. Now, let's break down what you do. Begin by describing the most important things about your character. For example, if you're making a young girl with red hair, say black-haired girl, around 8 years old and short. Explain how you want your character to look. In this case, we're going for Pixar-style characters, but you can choose any style you like. Keep it simple when talking about clothes. Don't get too fancy. Just mention basic stuff like a black t-shirt and brown pants. Simple is better when aiming for consistency. Use the template to start making your character design sheet. It might not be perfect at first, but that's okay. Look at the designs that Midjourney comes up with and make changes if needed. You can try different prompts to get the look just right. Once you're happy with your character design sheet, save it on your computer or in a special folder for later. You can use these character design sheets as a guide to make your character look the same in different scenes or stories. It's like having a reference to keep things consistent. To isolate your characters in Midjourney, you'll use 2 free tools. First, visit the I Love Image website. Once there, select Images and choose your design sheet image. A box will appear to help you frame your character. click crop image, and then download cropped image to save it to your computer. Repeat this for each character you want to isolate. Next, visit backgroundcut.co and drag your cropped character image onto the website. The tool will automatically remove the background, leaving only your character. Click download to save the image with the background removed. Do this for each character. Now you have PNG cutouts of your characters without backgrounds, ready to upload to Midjourney. Uploading your characters to Midjourney is a simple process. First, locate the plus button within the Midjourney interface, usually situated where you type your requests or prompts. Once you've spotted the plus button, follow these steps. To get started, click on the plus button. It's the key to adding your character images. Select Upload a File. A menu will appear, and among the options available, you'll see Upload a File. Click on this option to proceed with uploading. Now, you can pick the character images you want to upload. There are two methods you can use: click and drag. Click on each character image and move it to the designated area. This method is like dragging files into a folder. Select multiple images. Alternatively, you can click on the first character image, then hold down the Shift key on your keyboard and click on the last image in your selection. This will highlight all the images you want to upload. After selecting your images, click the Open button. This confirms your choice and starts the upload process. Your chosen images will be brought into Midjourney. It's essential to remember that before you leave this page, press the Enter key to ensure that your character images are sent into the chat. It's worth noting that the sizes of the images may look different, with some appearing larger than others. You can scroll through the chat to access and view all the character designs you've uploaded, making them ready for use in your creative journey. Creating consistent characters is all about using the pictures you put in Midjourney as a guide to make different versions of your character. You think about how your character should look in different situations, like running or looking worried. This is where you give your character different poses and expressions. To get started, you type in Hipe and then copy the web link of each character picture you uploaded. You do this by right-clicking on each picture and selecting Copy Link. After that, you paste these links into your request. Make sure to leave some space between each link. This way, Midjourney knows which pictures to use. Now, find the request you used to make your character design sheet and copy it. Then paste this copied request after the last picture link in your new request. It might seem long and strange, but Midjourney uses these pictures as a guide to make characters. Delete the part about multiple expressions and poses character sheet and put in the pose or expression you want. This might take some trying and adjusting to get your character to look just right. You can keep the rest of your requests the same but change the pose or expression for each new character version. Midjourney creates characters based on these guides, so they match your design sheet. While you're waiting for one character to be made, you can work on another one using this method. You can change things like the angles, expressions, and how close up or far away the character is. Once the characters are made, save them as separate pictures. Then use a tool like backgroundcut.co to remove the background and keep just your character. Step No. 7. Uploading character variations. Now, let's bring these different character versions back into Google Docs and keep our work organized. If you don't want to use Google Docs, you can do this in Google Drive or on your computer. In Google Docs, I'll create a section for each character version and give it a name. For example, I'll call it Jane to keep things neat. I'll also link it to the character, Jane, and put a small description here. Let's say we type in "This is our Jane character." Next, I'll upload the cutout image of Joseph in a running pose. This way, when I want to find Jane's running pose, I can easily locate it in the variation section under characters. This method helps keep all the character versions organized and ready to use in scenes. I'll repeat this process for each character variation, like Jane. Worried expression, making sure they are separated by giving a description about it. This organized collection of character versions will be handy for creating scenes and maintaining consistency in your project on Google Docs. Step No. 8. Create scenes. Now we'll start by choosing a background for our character. Imagine your character in action. Let's say they're running along a path with trees. To make this scene match your character's style, we'll align the background and character style. So for instance, we'll specify a Pixar-styled path in our request. We can also mention a first-person view to give the feeling that someone is watching our character run. It's important to be specific about details like the path being horizontal and add elements like a wooded area and a barn in the background to complete the scene. Feel free to customize it further to match your vision. We need to make sure that the scene matches our character style. and the mood we want to convey. If we're aiming for a bright and sunny day with flowers, we'll describe these elements in our request. Adjust the aspect ratio to 69 for a wide background shot. Keep in mind that the generated images might need some tweaking or selection to align perfectly with our character. Once our prompt is ready, we'll send it off for image generation. The results may not be exact, but we can modify the prompt or choose the best image that fits our character. We'll save the generated image and head over to Canva, a free design tool. In Canva, we'll create a design and import our background image and character image. Here, we can adjust the character's angle, size, and position to make them look like a part of the scene. While it might not be as sophisticated as professional tools like Photoshop, Canva can still help us achieve our scene's vision. When we're satisfied with our scene, we'll save it as a JPG. These file sizes should work well for most purposes. Canva offers a pro version, but the free version should be sufficient for our needs. We can continue to create more scenes for our project or stop at this point. Step 9. Organizing scenes. Once you have created your character variations, you can upload them to Google Drive or to Google Docs that we are using currently. So, in order to upload the designs, go back to Google Docs, the file we have created, and put the designs here. Give your scene a specific name related to your project, such as Chapter 1, Page 1, The Books of Elin. To upload your scene, give it a title, a short description, and click on Insert Image to upload the image of the design. Select your design file and make sure to assign a related character, project, and variation to the scene. In the example above, the related character is Jane. The related project is Life on the Mars, and the related variation is Ellen version 2. Put in here Google Docs, and it automatically saves it. No need to worry about it. If you have multiple characters or expressions and poses within your images, you can add multiple variations and add them to each scene in Google Docs. It depends on you how you can organize your files in Google Docs or whenever in a specific software. Once you have set up your scene, now it's time to download it. For example, you want to download it in a PDF format. To do that, we need to locate file here. It is click on it after clicking on download and after select the format you want, for example, .pet. And now as you can see, we have downloaded as well. That's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel, like and share this video, and leave a comment below with your thoughts. We're always looking for new video ideas, so if you have any suggestions, please let us know. And before you go, here's a question for you. What's one thing you learned from this video that you can apply to your own life? Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.